We're here for a quick packing demo on 5 personal item size travel backpacks. I have the Patagonia Tres 25, Evergoods CPL24, Air Travel Pack Small, Cotopaxi Allpa 28, and the Cabin Zero Military 28. I'll pack each of them with this set of minimalist travel gear I have here so you can see how to pack the bags and compare the capacity. And then finally I'll test to see if they fit in my 18 by 14 by 8 personal item size travel box. Starting with the clothes, I have stuff here for somewhere kind of a cool cold weather climate, maybe Europe in the fall. I have 4 outfits, including what I'll be wearing, which is pants, shoes, shirt, long sleeve shirt. And here I have another long sleeve shirt, a puffy jacket, a windbreaker, 3 t-shirts, pair of shorts, 3 underwear, 3 socks. Then all the gear and electronics, little travel wallets, sunglasses, towel, minimalist electronics, battery pack, charger, some cords I'll put in a little pouch, backpack, and then a couple little games, sandals, and then a little e-reader. Minimalist toiletry kit, I'm using a few things so I don't have to have liquids, solid shampoo bar, toothpaste, and this little solid deodorant stick. A couple other things floating around here, these little pocket laundry wash, and a sink stopper because with only 4 outfits, I'll be having to do laundry on the road. I'll start out with the smallest pack here and then work my way up. The Evergoods CPL's 24-liter pack. Next is going to be the Patagonia 25, and then the other 3 are all 28-liter. Air, Cotopaxi, and the Cabin Zero. These bags are pretty easy to pack. This is all those clothes except for the puffy jacket I have in this one packing cube, 14 by 10. Compression cubes are great for minimalist travel. And then all the other kind of large, bulky items are just gonna nestle right down here in the main compartment. Kind of these mini sandals. And then I will just pop the puffy jacket here on top. These lid pockets are quite large. They have their own volume. You could use these as a packing cube if you wanted to, or you could just kind of stick your other kind of bulky items in there. Games in this top pocket. And then the rest of the chargers and electronics, I'm gonna want to be able to get to these on the road. I put the cords and stuff in this little pouch so I wouldn't have to search for them. Pen, pencil, and then little foldable water bottle. This is what all that gear looks like in the CPL24, packed out pretty good. And as a side note, I do have a laptop. It's a Dell 15-inch. I think a 13-inch is really the way to go for minimalist travel, especially if you're trying to get under the personal item size bag. And then just to show you, the fully packed CPL does fit in the 18 by 14 by 8 box, but it is pretty tight. And to show you what the bag looks like on me, fully packed out, pretty decent. I weighed this thing, it's 12.3 pounds or 5.7 kilograms. Next in line is the Patagonia Tres 25. Should be slightly larger, 1 liter is not a whole lot, but this thing packs really well. This thing kind of seems smaller to me, so let's find out how it works. Switching everything over to the Patagonia, this thing is gonna pack pretty much the same. I put all the exact same stuff in the main compartment. And you can see this thing is already kind of bulging. It's supposed to be a little larger, but it is pretty thin pack. I kind of have to squeeze it down a little bit more than I did on the Evergoods. Finally, electronics and chargers and whatnot. Forgot this little Clip Hero thing. It's pretty nice. Pretty vacuous front compartment. Fit a lot of gear in there. This is the Trace on me, fully packed. Actually squished down a little bit better than I thought it would at the beginning. That puffy jacket kind of compresses down pretty nicely. I weighed this thing, comes in a little bit lighter than the Evergoods, 10.9 pounds or about 4.9 kilograms. And then for the box test, this thing fits in there lengthwise pretty easily. It's a little bit fat, but slides in there nicely. Switching to the Cabin Zero Military 28, this bag should be a little bit larger, 25, 28. Should fit everything in here pretty easily without having to squish it down or anything. Might even have a little bit of more room. So went ahead and stuck everything in the main compartment. Definitely fits in there nicely. You can see there's still a little bit of room here on the top, even though I still have the puffy jacket. Probably could even fit another puffy jacket in there. One thing I like about this bag is it doesn't have a dedicated laptop compartment. It just has this little sleeve. So if you're not carrying a laptop, this thing makes a really good use of space. Two larger lid pockets here. They are thin, but good for your smaller items. And before I even put anything in the top compartment, I can just see a little bit squished down, but I have quite a bit more room than I did on the Patagonia. This front pocket is gigantic. I used pouch again. It's good for small items. There's no interior pockets in here, so that really kind of helps organize your stuff. There's no top pocket also, so kind of have to just fit all your random loose gear is just gonna fit in this one large pocket. This bag is nice because it has these compression straps, so you can really cinch the bag down. It has two on each side, really squish it down so you can fit it in that personal item size. Cabin 0 packed out on me. I think sits pretty small, nice and compact. Love these straps, they're quite comfortable. This thing is the lightest of the packs I have, but on my scale it weighed in at the same as the Patagonia bag, 10.9 pounds, 4.9 kilograms. This thing also has the smallest dimensions, about 16 by 12 by 6, so this should fit in here easily, and it does. Next we'll go with the Air Travel Pack. This is the same capacity as this one at 28 liters. It's a little bit larger, a few inches taller, 19 inches by 12.5 by 7.5 inches. This thing has a lot going on with interior organization, pockets, and this big laptop compartment in the back, which eats up space from the interior capacity. These are all top open lids, so the packing style is gonna be virtually the same for these packs. Interior capacity is a little bit different. You can see there's a little bit more room in here than in the other one. This bag does have these large pockets in the lid. They're big enough you could use them as packing cubes for your small gear, socks and underwear, stuff like that. I'm just gonna put a few of my smaller things in here. And then you can see when I'm trying to zip this thing up, there's quite a bit more room in here than the other ones. This one has a little brain pocket, sunglasses. This front slash pocket is good for travel documents. I won't have this in there because it'll throw the weight off, but a little travel wallet. And this front pocket is great. All kinds of small item organization. I don't need this little pouch. There's plenty of pockets in here. This is the Air Travel Pack on me. Could have fit more in here. Again, this is a very comfortable carry, great thick backpack straps. This thing was one of my heavier packs. It weighs 3.3 pounds empty. It's 12.5 right here, or 5.7 kilograms. And then now the box test. This one's gonna be kind of tight. It's a little bit longer, 19 inches. It does have a firmish back panel. You can squish this bag down a little bit, but we might kind of have to jam this bag in here. So back straps are getting caught up in the back. There we go. It does fit in there. It's pretty tight, about as tight as the Evergoods was, maybe a little bit tighter. Kind of have to jam it in there. Now switching over to the Cotopaxi Allpa. This bag is almost identical in terms of capacity and dimensions, a 28 liter, 9 by 12 by 9 inches wide, except this one's a clamshell design, so we're gonna have a completely different packing style. Instead of the compression cube, this bag has these built-in packing cubes, so I'm just gonna go ahead, take the clothes out and just put them right in here. Large packing cube here. This thing can go up to the top unless you pack this top pocket full. Kind of trades off organizational space. So I'll just kind of split the difference, half of it in here and a few of the bulky items in the top. All right, that's all packed out. Enough room in there for the sandals. The rest of this gear I'll put in the outside. And this top pocket is ginormous. There's plenty of room for all your electronics, gear, large bulky items. It's probably big enough I could fit the jacket in there. This thing is zipping pretty easily. Again, 28 liters, has quite a bit more capacity than those first smaller bags I packed. That's what the Allpa looks like on me. Again, very comfortable pack, wide straps, fits me pretty good. Just weighed this thing, comes in 11.7 pounds or 5.3 kilograms. Still a little bit longer than the box, 19 inches. Does kind of have a little bit of frame in the back as this plastic panel. It's still pretty squishy though, so it's gonna be tight, but we should be able to get this thing in there without too much cramming. There we go. Kind of the backpack straps hang up on the edge, but other than that, it fits in there. A little tight, but it fits. Hope you like this packing demo, some minimalist travel bags. Try to be fair as far as packing these things, try to pick similar size bags. Dimensions were a little bit tight on a few of them, getting the personal item size bin, but I think as long as you don't overpack these, then you should be good. I hope you like this packing demo. If you want to see more details on these bags, I have another video where I go more into comparison on the features, so you can check that out. And if you like packing demos, bag reviews, stuff like that, then please subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.